as soon as it comes on.
Says live now.
So we're in Resultant Succeed, August 26, 2016. We have several members here ready to mastermind our way to success. And we're going to let Sharon start us off because she has some exciting news.
Well, I have two exciting newses.
Okay.
Today, I am celebrating 44 years of wedded bliss with my sweetheart.
Aww.
So,
Congratulations.
thank you. We were supposed
Oh.
to be in Vegas, celebrating in Vegas this year, but that didn't work. So now we're at home celebrating. So yeah, 44 years today. I got on the computer this morning and I couldn't get on because it said I had no internet, so I was dealing with that. And then when um, I went in and did the hangout for Renee because it wouldn't work on her link, and I looked at the date and I went, oh yeah, it's my anniversary. So I was like, okay, here we go. But yeah, so we're our our friend Lori is home from rehab now, so we're celebrating at home because we
Cool.
need to be with her. But my other big news is that I am now a not only a FAM member, but I am also a Tech Mastermind Founders member. So I'm really, really excited about that. And I wanted to share with everybody the quick story. And I talked to Garen, so he knows what's going on with this. But it was really weird because a couple of weeks ago, I got the message in my head that I needed to contact um, our members that I hadn't been in touch with. And so, as one of the founding members of this group, I try to do that every once in a while, and I hadn't done it in a while. And so I thought, no, I need to, stop and take time out and send a personal note to several people. So I did that to 6 different people. And one of them was Janet Sunman. And I send notes to her every once in a while because JJ had encouraged us to do that quite some time back because she's in Australia and she's all by herself and feels pretty isolated. And so I try to reach out to her and see if she needs any help or anything ever so often. And I would encourage everybody else in the group to do the same for people that we haven't heard from or that haven't been on here in a while, just to reach out and let people know that we're here and that we care. So anyway, I did that, and in the conversation that I had with her, she was saying how she had gone all in, and it was one of the dumbest things that she did because she's so far behind and she doesn't understand how to do anything, and she was really not in a good place. And so I happened to mention to her because I knew that Garen was offering a service that to help people. And so I told her about his service, and I said, you might, consider contacting him. Well, she did, and she hired Garen. And then in the process, Garen was trying to find a sponsor to join the FAM. And as a result of that, she ended up sponsoring him and they got together. So, you know how at the conference, um, Chris was talking about being a connector. So I was the connector between Janet and Darren, connecting them, and they ended up, you know, being, he helped support her, get her up and going. And so, her dollars that she purchased and went all in with Techademics are now much more valuable because he's worked with her, he's caught her up, and now Darren has a sponsor, so they're like, teamed up, which is so totally cool. I'm so excited about it. And then from that, because Darren was a sponsor, or not a sponsor, but Darren was in Techademics, then, he was encouraging me to get in. And that first week, we kept going back and forth, and I said, there's absolutely no way. I cannot do this. I will not do this. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. you know, and then they extended it, and then I was able to sit down with Jim, and he keeps saying, you must really want to do this because you keep bringing it up. You say you're done with it and you're okay with it, but you keep bringing it up. And I'm like, well, they extended it, and I feel like, that's kind of a sign. And so let's talk about it. And so we talked about it, and I ended up being able to get into it. But this is really the ironic part, again, is that I was waiting, and I had everything ready to go, all my funds ready on Monday, and the deadline was on Tuesday. And so I was ready to go Monday, and I kept writing back and forth to support about questions because I wanted to make sure I got all the bonuses from Tech Mastermind. And I couldn't get a definitive answer, and Garen was writing for me, and he couldn't get a definitive answer. And it was so silly because it's like I was asking direct questions, and they would not answer me directly. It was the craziest thing. So this went on for over a day, and the next morning I got up and I started in again at 7 o'clock in the morning trying to get it taken care of. Garen and I are talking, and I'm going, I've got to. I was in fear. I was in total fear. I said, in order for this to work, I have to have that $5,000 credit, and I need, Vic support and yada yada yada, and and Garen's going, well, I'm sure you're going to get it, and one time support would say yes, you are, and the next time they would write and say no, you're not, and it was just crazy. So Garen's writing back and forth, I'm writing back and forth. And so I said, I have to do, by 9 or 9:30, I have to pull the plug one way or another. I want to sign up under you, Garen, but it looks like it's not going to happen. And I pushed it to 10:30, and then I read online this one guy was trying to sign up, and he was having issues, and I told Garen, I said, I don't want to run into any issues. I've got to give myself a little bit of leeway in case there's a problem. And so at 10:30, 10:35, something, 10:40, something like that. I pulled the trigger. I signed up. I walked into the bedroom. I told Jim that I just did it, and the phone rings, and it's Garen. And he gets a phone call. He goes, have you signed up? I said, I just did it. And he goes, I just heard from support that they will guarantee that you will get in if you sign up under me if I do such and such. And I am willing to do that. And I said, I just signed up. I just signed up. Oops, Teresa, I think. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so I just signed up, minutes prior, and which was under Vic. So I told Garen, I said, let's call Michael, because I had spoken to Michael a couple of times, Michael Hamburger. And so anyway, long story short, we called Michael. He got me switched over, so I was under Garen, and there was an issue with stuff going on with Garen, so we took care of that as well. So it was a double blessing, because had I not called him, then they were trying to get a hold of Garen to resolve some stuff for him. So we got that resolved, we got me resolved, and I became a member of Technologies. And Pam under Garen. So long story, I know, but what I was trying to get at, it all started with the decision of me wanting to reach out to our members and say, hi, do you need help? Is there anything, going on? So that's how it started several weeks ago, and this is how it ended up. So we never know how our decisions are going to affect us or other people. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
It's called Law of Attraction.
I tell you.
Great story, Sharon. Thank
Awesome
you.
story.
Yeah, that's awesome. Congratulations. And congratulations on the marriage. That's great. Newlyweds.
Yes. The marriage is first.
That's a nice long time.
Yes, it is. And because of my affiliation with Tech Academics and being a FAM and Tech Mastermind now, next year for our 45th anniversary, we plan on going to Turks and Caicos and taking a really lovely anniversary trip. And
There
we'll
you
be able
go.
to do it because we'll have the money.
Yep.
That sounds lovely.
Yes, it does.
Yes, my plan is my mom and dad just had their 50th on 7th of August, so I want to do something special for them.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
On what day again?
The 7th of August, they had 50 years.
Cool.
Yeah, I think what's cool about this is this totally doable now, where we've positioned ourselves and where we find ourselves in relationship to the 4% group and tech academics. It's a very solid opportunity that we're here, and it's great to be positioned to maximize what's here.
Yeah, that's.
Congratulations, Sharon.
Thank you.
Well, does anybody else have some wonderful success or news story that they'd like to share about this last week?
Gracie does.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi there.
Hi. Nice to see you all. So I have had a whirlwind of miracles happen. I had done, I don't know if you all are familiar with muscle testing. Are you familiar with that?
Yes.
So, okay, most of you are. Looks good. Okay. So I had several months back been doing some muscle testing around when I was supposed to move to Maui. I knew that moving to Maui was just part of my soul's mission.
I'm sorry, that's my dog.
No problem. And so I kept getting the end of August, and all of my training and studies said, don't worry about the how, just let it all go and just you focus on what it is you want on and what it is you're creating and let the universe do the rest. And so I would look at job offers and things that were happening there, and I really actually wanted something part-time because I wanted to continue doing digital marketing, to continue to do some of the life coaching work that I'm doing, and so I came across this job for a behavioral health tech or psychology tech, basically, for this eating disorder center. It's a retreat center for some, but it's actually a complete facility that some even come straight from the hospital to this center where there are nurses and doctors and there's 24/7 care. So there's everything from inpatient to outpatient care in this place. And I was like, wow, this is really up my alley in terms of, helping these girls with mindset and all of the training and all the work in my master's degree, all of that. So anyhow, I had this really strong sense when I put in my resume, and I was like, I want this. I know this is it. This is where I'm supposed to be. And had an interview, got the job during the interview, and then I was explaining, okay, so is it close to a bus stop? So, because I need to look for a place to live that, would be within, easy to reach because I won't have a car. And she goes, oh, let me see. She goes, well, the CEO of the business actually owns a condominium a couple blocks away. You could walk here. And she's often hosted people as they transition over. Let me talk to her. So yesterday I spoke to this woman for an hour and a half, and she offered me a room in this place. So I'm walking distance from work, totally love these people already, just really connected soul to soul with them, looking forward to going. So as soon as next Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm flying over and starting a new life there. And it's just amazing.
You
I
love it
know.
out there.
Congratulations. It sounds
Thank
like
you.
it was meant
Way
to
to go.
Yeah, it feels really good. It feels like a perfect fit, and I didn't even have money for a flight, and a family member offered money to fly me over so that I could start. And I'm just like amazed at like ease after ease, just effortless, just falling into place, and uh, I'm just floored.
Awesome.
That is amazing.
And I'm grateful for all of you guys. I'm really, really grateful for this group, and plan to stay involved. I know that I'm not doing the 4%, but I'm still digital marketing. I've gotten involved with Victor Ortega's stuff, and it's called Online Sales Pro, and they have a sales funnel that's set up when you get involved, and they've got some really neat stuff going on. So that's what I'm doing.
Sounds good.
When it's meant to be and everything falls like that, you know that there's higher powers at work.
For sure.
Putting it all together for you.
Yes.
Wow. You made Maui, Hawaii, right? Hawaii, right? You went to Hawaii. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Your voice is kind of soft, Mike.
Oh, okay. How's that?
Oh, that's better.
Are you moving to Hawaii?
She said yes.
Oh man, that is awesome.
That's pretty cool.
We'll have to have a group retreat over there.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yeah, down the road. You guys can all come visit.
All right.
That sounds good. Anybody else have something that they want to share? It seems like we're kind of in limbo right now with waiting for funnels to open up with Chris and 4%. And so I don't know if everybody is in the meantime if they're funnels.
You're really echoing. I can't understand.
I think it's somebody else needs to mute. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
So I think most of us are kind of in limbo as far as sending traffic to the offer because we're waiting for the new warm traffic funnel or cold traffic funnel, and the Chris Record has all those funnels that's supposed to be coming out sometime today, I believe. So I was just wondering what everybody is doing to prepare, or if they are working on a totally different project, maybe, to get them going in preparation for whatever's going to happen.
Hey, this is Garen. I'm just finished up a funnel for one of my clients. She's ready to go to receive traffic. Everything is tested and ready to go. Got another client that I'm finishing up, so that's what I've been doing the past week, is getting their funnels together, ready to receive traffic. And I'm going to start building out my system now, the strategy that I shared, the video about a content site. I'm going to start building that out. I've got one of the clients that wants to continue, so I'll be helping her through the launch and perhaps beyond that. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm beginning to prep now for the launch and await the funnels that Vic has and his instructions. But my objective now is to finish my other clients' funnels and begin to focus on the strategy that I'm building around the 4% group. And I'll get to that this week, actually starting today.
That sounds pretty good. It looks like you found your rhythm with helping clients putting together their funnels and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, I see post in 4% group, there's a lot of newbies that need help, but they're also being warned by other people that there are scammers out there to take their money. And that's probably the case. But what I've done is I've put together these funnels and I'm shooting videos for them and hand them over. That's kind of my unique selling proposition. Because what good is it if I put the funnels together and they don't know how to do it themselves?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing for them. One of the clients, I actually will be running everything for her, all the traffic when Vic gives us directions, and putting all of those in place for her, and pretty much running the show for her as she's unable to focus on this at all. So it's all working out really, really well. It's a pretty simple process. One woman that I'm helping, she's completely new. She doesn't know a thing. And I don't see how any of these people that are completely new are able to make it through, even with the how-tos that Vic has, even with other leaders providing how-tos. I just don't see how people can make it. Because, quite honestly, I have glitches every day that I have to figure out and solve. But what about these people that they don't even know what an opt-in is? Or a dashboard. I told somebody that, go check your dashboard. She thought I was telling her to go to her car. I'm serious. See, it's funny, but it's serious. And she laughed about it too. So I'm really providing a incredible value for these people to, to get them to the place of standing on their own 2 feet, like we are all attempting to do, faster. Because I'm at that place now. It took me 3 years, but I'm completely self-sufficient now. I don't need to rely on anybody for anything. Traffic, build landing pages, because I've learned it all, but more importantly, I know the resources to go to if I have problems. And I'm in this game to master this craft. So it's just a really cool thing. And now with the opportunities that we have to make incredible amount of money and serve tons of people, it couldn't be better. So I'm really excited that, within a week or two, we're going to launch this baby. And once it's launched, it's going to be an incredible ride. Like Vic had said, you guys don't really understand how big this is. This is really going to be insane once the sales start coming in. Because you got to think about this for tech academics. We're going after the people that have the money, and we're going after the people that want this. And Vic is creating the funnel so that the message is exactly what those people need to hear for them to act. I feel this anticipation like this is really going to be a crazy ride. And I'm so eager and so happy that we're here in this place. All of us, whether we're a fan member or not, because everybody will get input on what's happening as we're running these fan funnels. It's all going to trickle down to everybody. So even if you're not a fan, the pass up and the certifications, I think those will be, it's yet to be seen, but I think it's going to be easier than we think.
Now, how many colleges and tech colleges are out there right now? So that just tells you right there what kind of market we've got that we can make a killing on this.
Yeah, exactly. There's nobody.
Nope, and we're the first in this industry doing this.
Exactly, and what I got from that Tech Academics conference is these guys are running it. Jim Piccolo, Chris Record, Peter Sorensen, Michael Hamburger. These are real business men. This is their thing, and they put something together that's really incredible. And then Vic has wrapped it around wrapped that with his genius. It's really incredible opportunity for all of us. I'm so grateful.
Hey, Garen. Good morning, brother. How you doing?
Hi, Lee. How are you?
Hey,
Good.
Lee, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, man.
Yeah, I was just going to ask because I know Vic had mentioned the other night that for those who had been able to create the funnels, that there will be, a way for you possibly to, put your funnel within, the group of funnels. Like I guess they're going to be a library of funnels, and
Oh,
some of
yeah.
the, he had mentioned some of the leaders will be able to, share their funnels with, amongst everybody. That might be another avenue for you too, because that's a way to, indirectly help people who are new. Because I know you had just mentioned the newbies. But I think it's going to be, from what I've picked up anyway, I think it's going to be something that newbies will be it'll be very intuitive. So it's not going to be like as difficult as, seemingly it is for a lot of other things that newbies just don't know. And it will be that much more simpler because, Vic constantly is talking about, simplicity and results. So it may really be very simple, and just having another person like yourself to help to put that funnel in front of them, and then give them a choice, constantly updating them so that it doesn't get saturated. I think that's going to be really cool. I was going to another question just sparked in my mind. It's like, as far as the funnel itself, because since Vic is creating these funnels, and also I know Chris and them are doing their funnels, is this more, would it be more advantageous for even the person that, say, that's not your client, just like myself, for instance, if I'm using my ClickFunnels to create a funnel, but that's why I haven't really jumped the gun on doing my funnels, because I don't want to create a funnel that's going to kind of not conflict the message, but it's not going to be like seamlessly going into their funnel. I haven't seen their funnels yet, so that's why I kind of like was hesitant to try to make a funnel, because I don't want to create a funnel and then I'm taking a person, they're putting their name and email in, and then the next page is kind of like, it's not really congruent to my message necessarily. It doesn't, just like I said, you want it to kind of like say the exact same thing as the following funnel. So I just wanted to run that by you and just see what your ideas on that would be, because is that like should I create like a bridge, like a funnel to a bridge and then a bridge to their funnel, or that was the kind of like mystery to me. That's why I hadn't really moved forward on that. I wanted to see what they had, available to us first. And that's a period on the end of that. I'm sorry, I didn't want to ramble, but that's where.
Okay, Lee, that's a great question. So this is my perspective on the whole thing. I'm not going to take the time to create any new funnel or landing pages when Vic and the team are creating it for us. And if we want to edit them, we can. The problem with doing our own thing is the issue that you said, that we don't know what they're going to be sent to. For example, the Sell Without Selling funnel, the sales video page says, systems work, people fail, how to sell without selling, and get paid big commissions. Now, on my landing page that he gave us, it says that, how to sell without selling and get paid big commissions. That's the main headline. I wanted to split test that and run like how to get paid big commission, or how to sell without selling and earn multiple streams of income, or earn income from multiple sources. Those were my two other pages I wanted to split test. However, I could not do that because the page that people were going to, I couldn't change that to multiple sources of income. It still said get paid big commissions. So we want to be congruent with our messages, what people see before they see the sales page or whatever they're opting in for. With regards to pre-framing people, I'm not building a bridge page myself. I don't know if you had a chance to see the part 1 of the strategy that I'm implementing that I posted in Resolve and Succeed, of the first part of that strategy.
No,
And
I
with
haven't
that
looked at
strategy, take a look at that when you get a chance. Because with the strategy, I'm sending people to a content site. All these videos that I'm setting up for these clients, I'm putting them all on a website that I'm building in ClickFunnels. It has a home page, it has navigation bars that takes people to different pages like Facebook advertising, like funnel building. And I'm going to have all these videos on there. Okay? Got it so far?
Mm-hmm.
So then I take one of those videos, let's say out of the Facebook training. I do a page post engagement ad, boosted post, like Chris Record taught us in Phoenix. I run a page post engagement ad of one of those videos pulled from the content site. In that post, I tell people, hey, you like this? This is just part of a whole bunch of Facebook training that's at trafficandconversionstrategies.com, and then it's no cost to you. They go to the site, they go to that page. I pixeled that each of those pages. So now I'm building a custom audience of everybody interested in Facebook advertising or in funnel building. Now,
that's awesome.
during my custom audience, now I present to them the landing page. Now they're no longer a cold audience, somebody that's never heard of me before. But I'm somebody that I've positioned myself as authority and given away tons of free stuff that helps them.
Yeah,
How do I know
awesome.
it helps? How do I know that it helps them? It will help them. I posted how to install the pixel, what a pixel is, in the 4% group. I've got over 700 views on that video.
Wow.
I know this stuff helps people.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Now,
That's awesome, man.
I'm telling you guys, this is a strategy to use. I got this from Digital Marketer. It's not something I created. It's something that's proven and works. So now I send these custom audiences an ad. Hey, by the way, you're interested in building funnels. Here's a funnel that I built around this particular promotion. You can build it around any promotion you want, but here's what I'm doing. Go straight to the 4% group landing page. Now, if they don't opt in, I pixel them. I can go back and serve them an ad again in their newsfeed and say, hey, time got in the way. You didn't take advantage of this offer. I serve it to them again. They don't act on that. I serve it to them 8 times.
Let me ask you a quick question, Gary. You're not going to follow them all around until they buy something, are you?
I am.
I know, like I'm just.
I am. And then here's the thing. I cut it off at 8 to 10 because I know the frequency my ads are showing in front of them, and I know that from Digital Marketer, if you go over 10, 8 or 10, you annoy them.
Right. And then they'll block you.
So I shut my ads off. But even if they say negative stuff about it, you will get a relevance score. If it's not like 8 to 10 or 6 or above, you shut it down. Anyway, so this is the idea.
Yeah, they probably won't make it. They probably won't make it to 5 or 6 though. So no worries there.
Yeah, but that's just with Facebook. But then I'm going to integrate Perfect Audience, Google's free service, where they're going to go to check out the Lakers, NBA.com. My ad is going to be there for them. They go to CNN. They go to CNN. My ad's going to be there in front of them.
Yeah, man.
You can do this. You can do exactly the same thing, and that's what I'm encouraging you to do. Now, this is what I didn't finish on. I'll finish with this point, but check this point out. I didn't finish it on the video that I posted, but you notice on my content site, on each page, I'm going to put banner ads, my own banner ads, that go strictly to 4% group, go to Techademics, go to ClickFunnels, goes to autoresponder. Why? I'm teaching them about funnels. Hey, by the way, this is the funnel I use. If you like this, you can follow all these tutorials here and build your own funnels. By the way, just click on this banner ad right here next to this video.
Yeah, man. If you like
So
this, you'll
here's the
love
deal.
this.
And guess what? I don't even have their email yet.
And the thing is if they join that, then you get a commission off that on top of it.
Exactly. And I don't even have their email yet.
Yeah, and it's almost right away too. So and then yeah, you will collect the email when they have to go through the
And
other deal.
and guess what? My videos, my Pixel video is 17 minutes long. They're going to be staying on my website for a super long time. And those views are just going to be ranking up more and more and more and more.
SEO.
It's a brilliant strategy, people. And I really I
Yes.
encourage you to do this because you can. You take the things that you learned, Vic is telling us. Justin is telling us. Learn, do, teach.
Yeah. Exactly.
Learn, do, teach. You create a content site. You teach everything that you've learned and you're doing. And you do a page post engagement ad, sending people to your Facebook page, and then you direct them to somewhere else where they can get more of what they got here for
Yeah.
free.
More value.
Listen, they're teaching us deliver value to the marketplace. Don't think about the money. Don't chase the money. Deliver value. Here's a very simple way we can deliver incredible amounts of value. Because everybody that was at Tech Academics, tell me, was there enough information there for you to share with other people that's going to make a difference in their lives?
Tons.
Oh yeah.
So
Absolutely.
anyway, that's the idea. So Lee, take the time to go look at that strategy, and then I will shoot some more videos to move beyond that, because that strategy, like I say in that first video, it's a full funnel strategy. It's not that you just, hey, they didn't opt in, we'll retarget them there. No, it goes all the way through the funnel. So they buy the 4% group. What else do we have to offer them? Techademics. Hey, you got this? Take a look at this. They don't opt in. I know that because they didn't go to the thank you page for Techademics. So I serve
Right.
that Techademics offer to them again and again and again, wherever they go.
Yeah. And that's just the thing that's so amazing with this to me is that just like Vic was pointing out the other night, that we're right at we're still on the ground with this. I mean, he hasn't even I mean, Techademics is one of the big boulders, and then we've got some, a few little pebbles and whatnot, but this is kind of like we're just getting started. That's kind of like the first few primary, subjects we got. He's going to be adding more and more and more, that's
Yeah.
the part that just blows me away.
So exactly. So here's the deal. Vic is going to give us so much stuff, and this is going to add fuel to the fire, people. And the whole process of this strategy is to automate the leads and sales generation. I get this set up in 90 days, maybe 4 months. It's going to run like a machine, on and on and on.
Yeah.
And you guys I can help you guys do this too, because it's a pretty simple process once you get the concept. And then once we do it, and I'll do all the testing for you guys. I'm going to set up my content site. I started it, but I've been busy helping clients. And then I'm going to run the page post engagement ad. I'm going to do exactly what I'm telling you guys to do. And I'll share my results with you. If it bombs, it bombs. If it doesn't, I gather information and I make better choices. No failure here in this
No.
game. Somebody had talked about, oh, I feel bad. I'm afraid of failing. For me, I used to think in that way. It keep me from acting. But when I shift my perspective, like, hey, no, I'm just going to go in here. I'm gathering information, like Chris Recker said. You buy data. I'm gathering data, I'm gathering information so I can make better choices. So if the ad bombs, big deal. I know what didn't work. I won't do that again. It's not failing.
Test, 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 right?
It's the
Exactly.
learning curve.
That's right, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Garen. I'm gonna go and look into that today, man. As soon as I can get a free moment, I'm gonna go and I'll definitely will be looking into that today. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I just want to say something about this. I've known Garrett for quite a while, and I think he's absolutely brilliant on what he's orchestrating, and really, really worthwhile to pay close attention to what he says because he knows what he's doing. He's testing it really thoroughly, and I'm just glad he's here. Really happy. So
Me too.
I'd like to say something. I'm thrilled that he's here, and I'm learning a great deal from him. I did not know that every time I have clicked on that link to go watch that Pixel video that I was helping his website. I just thought I was still trying to learn what a Facebook pixel was and how to do it. I actually watched that again this morning. Sorry about that.
So, Catherine, did you get it all squared away? Your
I
pixel?
did. I did, and
Okay.
it was something else that you said at some point, I don't know where, that I realized what I needed is content, and I did write the High Achievers document.
Oh, you
article.
did?
I
Wow.
did, over and over and over again. And I actually think it's pretty good right now, but that clued me into the idea that, you know what, this isn't your forte. So I've actually been paying for content. It doesn't exist online anywhere yet. It only exists on this computer. But a couple of them I've rewritten because I thought they didn't do a great job. And I have two kinds of content. One has to do with marketing. My best article is Elements of an Effective Landing Page That Converts. And what I do is I just go online and I do my own Google searches and the things that I like, then I document that. And I'm hiring people on Upwork to do it. I also have a lady who is less expensive than the people who are writing marketing content. And she did my first one for $25, and then she will do them two for $40. So I've got 5 articles from her. And she's doing it on mindset. And I had a list of topics that I wanted her to choose from, but she comes back every time and says, how about that? So she's sort of twisting it, but that's okay. She's still writing good stuff. It's not as technical at all as like the marketing stuff. And Jeff and I were actually meeting this morning because I have built a bunch of pages now in ClickFunnels. I do have this content. So now it's like we need that 30,000 foot view. So I have a picture of how to put all this stuff together. And then what's left? What haven't I done because I haven't thought about it yet, or I didn't know I needed to do it? I have 2 opt-in pages. However, it dawned on me yesterday, the day before, that the opt-in page is probably going to be part of Vic's funnel. Is that correct?
Yeah, the opt-in is the VIC funnel, the 4% group funnel. That is correct.
Okay, then I thought about that after I did 2 of them. So that's what I've been doing all week. Getting content created. Actually, for 2 weeks, I've been creating my own content and then decided I needed help with that.
That's great. That's really good, Catherine. I really admire how you're looking to leverage your resources and have things completed. Now, for the overall view, you know, to get back to this strategy, so you get these content pieces on a content page. So how you would do this, like somebody's written the essential elements, I don't know how many elements there are of a landing page, right?
Okay.
She wrote a piece. So what you're going to do then is you're going to take a piece of that article, maybe if there's 8 elements, take 2 or 3 of those elements out and write a Facebook post on those elements.
Okay.
So what you're doing is you're taking a piece of something on your content site and you're putting it on your Facebook page. And on your Facebook page, on your post, you'll say, hey, if you ever wondered how to create a landing page, here are 3 key elements that you need to know when you're building your landing page. You give the link, and then you say, if you like these 3 elements, this is actually part of a bigger piece that I wrote on the essential elements of a landing page. There are actually 10. You can get the other 7 at this, go to this site where your content is held. You see that? Does that make sense?
It does. And so what you're doing is, on Facebook, you're giving them a link that takes them to your website.
That's right. That's right.
Oh,
But you're
Facebook.
giving them
Wait a minute.
content, and the content you're giving is a piece of something bigger.
Is that why Facebook says that's okay? Because I thought they didn't want you to send people out of Facebook.
They don't want you to send people out if like you're doing advertising, but this is a post in your business page.
Okay.
You're giving content to people that like your business page. Hey, you like this? There's more over here. You can go here right now, and you give the link, and they can click there. And your content site, where that essential elements piece is at, that page, you put your Facebook pixel on that page. You create a custom audience that is for people interested in landing pages. So then when you serve your ad to that custom audience, you can deliver relevant information to them. So the next touch, the next message you have with them will be related to landing pages, because you know they hit that page about elements of a landing page. So to that custom audience, you would not send them information about mindset yet, because that's not what they're interested in.
Do you?
So that's the advantage of sending people to a very specific page, is because you can give message to them based on what their interest is.
Do you have an ad on the side of that page with an advertisement to the 4% group, or does that come later?
Yeah. No, you can put that on your content page, and I'll show you how to do that. What I did is I create an image in PowerPoint. I copy it with Jing. I do a screenshot, and I upload that image into ClickFunnels. Upload that image onto the content page, and make it a clickable image.
I did that, and I couldn't figure it out. I thought I was doing it wrong, and that was the only way I could figure out how to do it. I did mine in Canva, and then I used Jing to get a copy of it, and was able just to put that in there, and then added the link. So anywhere you click on the little box, it's a clickable link. But I kind of thought I did it incorrectly.
No, it sounds exactly the way that you need to do it. Now on that banner, you don't want to be like pitchy, or at least I don't. I want to say, here's a funnel that I use. You can say in your video or in the content piece, this is the funnel that I use to build all of my funnels. There's a 14-day free trial. If you want to check it out, you can click this banner right here. And on that banner, it says, get your free 14-day trial.
Is that an ad for ClickFunnels?
Yeah, because, you would place an ad for ClickFunnels, I would think, on your page that is dealing with landing pages. Wouldn't you agree?
That's a great idea. Thank you.
Does that make sense for everybody else?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I love it.
Yeah, thanks, Garen. That's very helpful, Garen. Thank you.
Another thing that, Garen, what do you think of this idea? is that once you have your custom audience set up and they are interested in that particular subject, you could also then serve them a survey and ask them questions of what else they're interested in, but make sure the questions that you're asking is you already have that information, like on your content site. So say, if you're interested in doing the pixeling and following up on that, are you also interested in A, B, C, D, and let them check off what they are. Then you're developing another custom audience. You're not only being able to serve them, but you're setting up another custom audience in that way, so you can just keep expanding it. But you want to make sure, like Catherine, what you're doing, setting up content on different subjects is a really good idea, but you want to be strategic. You don't want to just write a bunch of content. You want to be strategic in what kind of content you have. And therefore, your content builds on top of each other.
I agree completely. We were talking about that this morning. And here's one of my questions around that. I probably can give you credit about the mindset content because you wrote the mindset book. And mindset is an important part of what we're trying to do.
Yes.
So, which is why I've gone two directions. So you don't want to combine those together, but I keep doing searches for other people's blogs, and I don't know when I'm really looking at a blog or when I'm looking at a web page that's created to look like a blog. Some of them have articles one after the other with a date on them, and then some of them have an article with links to their similar content. So I was thinking that that was the way to do it, and I would have a set of the marketing articles and a set of the mindset articles. And when you're on the mindset, you could only click on a mindset. And when you were on the marketing articles, then the little list would only be marketing articles. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense. And here's how I suggest to deal with that. So on your content page that you're going to send people to, there's a home page. Maybe it's a video of you saying, hey, welcome to my page. Here you'll find information about mindset, about marketing. They're on the tabs. You see the tabs above here in the navigation bar. Just go ahead and click on anyone that is of interest to you, and you'll find all the information about that specific topic. So now when they go to your navigation bar that says mindset, they click on that, it opens up a page that is all mindset. That page itself is pixeled, so you know everybody that's in that custom audience is interested in mindset. So all the messages that you're going to follow up with is going to deal with mindset. They click on the online marketing tab, it's going to bring up another page that's pixeled specifically regarding online marketing. So that's how I suggest that you separate your content. You separate them in your navigation bar with different tabs.
Okay, thanks.
Yep, you're welcome.
I don't have any more questions, guys.
So Catherine, thank you for telling me my book was an inspiration for you. I really appreciate that.
You're very welcome, and it was.
Good.
Gave me ideas, which is what all of you are doing, really.
It's great that you're feeling comfortable to be able to ask questions to help get you moving forward, because it's helping all of us. Because it's possible we may not necessarily think of those questions, but we benefit from you asking them.
I was actually just telling Jeff this morning. What I'm going through sometimes is difficult, for lack of a better word, but what it's also giving me is all of the steps that everybody who signs up under us need. unless they've been around a while and they know more than I do, then these are the things that, like what Garen's doing. I follow him. His articles are good. I look at him more than once, so that's another inspiration. Okay, that's what we need to do. We need to keep this in mind, everything I'm going through right now, because this is what our people are also going to go through.
That's right.
That's
exactly right.
absolutely right, Catherine. And I appreciate hearing from you. You're in action. You're doing these different things. You're getting your content. You're putting together banner ads on your site. You're making them clickable. I mean, it's just beautiful. I'm so happy to hear that.
I might have never got that far without you, though. You're the one who writes all these little instructions up, and it helps me a lot. So I really
Well,
appreciate what you're doing.
so here's the thing. You create the content yourself like I'm doing, but in the meantime, when people enroll, you just send them to my content. After they enrolled in you, you just send them to my content. This is who's this has helped me. I think it'll help you, and you just send them to the content. I mean, it'll, obviously, basically what I'm saying is that you can leverage where the training that can help the people that are going to be coming into your group, if you don't have it all together yet.
Okay.
But you want to strive for having it together for yourself. I mean, you know what I'm sharing, right?
Yeah.
And I'm doing it very strategically from the very beginning where nobody knows anything.
And that's exactly what I need.
So you do step by step, and then, content down the road will come. Because every day you're going to be learning something as you go through this. You
Yes,
might
I
have
do.
something. I tried to create this banner ad. I had this glitch here. Let me show you how I solved it. You might come up with the same problem. This is how I solved it. We're just trying to create situations where people don't have to spend as much time solving things as we have.
Because then you quit. One of the things Vicky used to always say is confused minds do nothing.
That's right.
That's right.
And
That's right.
I would have notebooks full of taking notes from his webinars, but I was still a confused mind doing nothing.
But now you're doing something.
Yes. Yes.
I'm proud of you, Catherine. That is great, because not only are you talking on our Hangouts now, which is great, but now you're taking action, and look at the smile on your face. You are lit up, lady, lit up, and it's like it's really exciting to see that progress in you.
I have a clue finally. I don't have all the answers yet. I'm not making money yet, but I have a clue finally, and that is the beginning.
Well, and then they say imperfect action is better than no action.
That's right.
So you're on your way, which is really important.
My next big step
you know
is
what you want now. You know what you want now, right?
Yes.
That makes
the bigger statement is I have a clue how to do it. I've always known what I wanted. I just didn't know how to do it. And my next step forward is video. I don't have any videos. I don't even like people taking pictures of me. So I read this morning that you do these little 10-second to 3-minute videos, and then instructional videos should be between 5 and 15 minutes. So that's my next step. I make a list of the short ones, the 3-second to 10-second kind of things, and start doing that.
Well, that's what I started with. Was the I think it was 15 seconds. I had to be able to spill the beans within 15 seconds and get whatever point across, or tip, or message, whatever it was, and that made a world of difference for me. And I know it'll make a world of difference for you. But you need to do it 30 days in a row.
Okay.
And the other thing, Catherine, that Vic has said over and over and over again for people that don't feel comfortable in front of videos, he said, it's not about you. It's about the value that you're giving other people. So if you keep that in mind, and every time you get on and you do a video, before you get on, you tell yourself, I'm giving value to my people, and I want to share what I have. And
I like
will
that.
make a big difference.
That will help.
You're giving value. It's not about you. It's not about how you look. It's not about how you talk. It's not about how you sound. It's about giving value to others.
Well, I'll let you know next week how many videos I did this week.
That's
Good.
awesome, Catherine.
You look so much happier today.
Yes.
It's almost like a light bulb went off in you.
That's what I said. She's lit up.
Yep.
I
Yes.
finally have a clue. I'm no longer walking around in a complete fog. The fog is beginning to rise.
That is so great.
Yes.
Yeah, that's real cool. I enjoy seeing her smile. That's good. I can't wait to see your videos. I will be one of your viewers.
Me too. Me too.
But
And you know,
we'll encourage you on.
when you post them, if you do nothing else but post them on Resolve and Succeed in the beginning, you'll know that you're in a safe place. Because
Okay.
we're here to help, and if you want critiques, we can critique, and if you don't, just post them and say, just please watch and no comments. So,
No, I won't comment. Tell me what's good, and I'll do more of that, and tell me what sucks, and I'll do less of that.
yeah, because it really does, you know, when you post them on our group, it's like you're in a very safe place, and we're just here to help.
And I like that. Part of my mission statement has to do with that, creating a safe place for us and our new members to work and learn. That is part of my mission statement.
That's perfect.
Well, you know what? One of the nice things I found with like a 15-second video, you know, or 30 seconds, whatever it is, it helps keep you on task. You don't ramble on, and you're able to get to the point right away, and it makes a world of difference on how you come across. So, and then if you need, listen to some kind of uplifting music or get excited before you do your video, and it just makes it easier.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's a great tip, Renee.
One of the things that I had asked before is that if somebody has a list of uplifting music, if you could post it, because I, for one, can never remember the name of songs. I'm horrible with music, and I was like, when I was trying to do my videos, I'm like, I wish I had some of those songs that Vic used to play and Jason used to play, you know, before those webinars, because those are like so pumpy. You just feel so good when you hear them. So if anybody has a list of music, I, for one, would really appreciate it. And again, if I need it, other people need it as well. So again, it's just another resource, you know, to come up with that would be helpful information for other people.
I was going to work on putting that together, and then I just never listen. I don't listen to music before I do anything, so I always forget about it. But that's a good reminder for me to maybe research it and look into it. But my first thing that comes on to mind is the Celebrate song from the 70s, and then the Eye of the Tiger. You know, I love those two songs, but there's other songs, and it would be good to have a list. I just forgot about it. You know, put it to the back of my list of things to do because I don't use it, but that is a good thing to do.
Yeah, because you know, all these iTunes lists and they all come up. Mine's blank. I have nothing on mine.
I don't. I have my Zen 12 meditation music that I listen to, that I like to listen to when I meditate, because it's just the right length of time. It's kind of short, but yet it makes me feel good. and relaxed, but it's
That
not
would
really uplifting.
That would be nice to share too, because that's
Mhm.
part of mindset is meditation and, gratitude and all of that. So I would love to have that too.
That is something that I paid for.
Um,
So I don't know if you would want to go that route, or you could try to find something online, with YouTube. You can find there's a lot of meditation
yeah,
videos going on.
I
But
do that though.
I have a hard time watching the videos, because if I'm watching what they write on the thing, then you know I can't focus on meditation.
Right.
So I'll either listen to Zen 12, which I really really enjoy, because there's like 12 different levels, and I could get you a link for that. I think there's the one meditation that you can listen to for free, just to kind of get a picture. And they have the guided meditation, then there's like a music meditation, and then a nature sound meditation. And they
Yeah,
have all 12 levels.
I'd love to have the link.
Okay, and then the other thing I listen to is Pandora. Do you use Pandora? It's an online music thing, and you can use the free version. I forget how much it costs if you want to get it without commercials, but there's in Pandora, you would be able to access it through your tablet, iPad, or iPhone or something. And there's one that I like to listen to pretty regularly is Zen Garden Radio. And it's just a relaxing thing that you can listen to while you work, while you meditate, if you're doing yoga or walking. It's kind of like a laid back Zen thing. So that's another thing that I listen to pretty regularly. And then they have other stations as well, like a spa radio, a yoga radio. But the Zen Garden I like a lot.
Thank you.
It's just relaxing.
Cool.
So does
Mike.
any? Yeah, Mike has been quiet.
It's been really quiet.
You have anything that you'd like to share, Mike? You're muted, Mike. Mike, you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay?
You're a little
I
soft.
had some things I wanted to share some stuff that I thought about earlier, but there was so much good information going by, I forgot what I was going to say. But I got my notepad here, and I had some really juicy stuff that I wanted to say, but I can't remember it now because Garen unloaded both barrels of good stuff, and I was like, whoa, okay, cool. The only thing is now that I can think of that I had a question about is I want to know how many Facebook fan pages you can have, because I think someone mentioned that you can only have one Facebook page, but you can have a lot of fan pages. So does anyone know whether or not that is true
You can
or
have as
not?
many
Because
as
I
you
can
want.
think of them.
You can have as many fan pages as you want. If you want to target different markets, make a
Okay.
fan page about that market. And then you can also set up groups as well. So there's certain benefits to groups, and then there's benefits to fan pages. I generally like using fan pages more, but you can use groups as well.
Okay, because I learned about a strategy that you can use to really develop a lot of traffic using fan pages. So I was kind of wondering about that, and I can't think of the other stuff that I was gonna say. Man, this has been great. A great hangout. You know. So I mean, I got a whole lot out of it, but I'll just sit back and just think. Maybe it'll come to me what I was gonna say. But you know, I'm sorry, I just forgot what I was gonna say.
Well, the good thing about fan pages is it's a little bit easier to control. You know, with the fan pages, you can set up an opt-in, an opt-in form on your fan page. You know, that people can opt into. There's also, you can also set up like a buy button. I don't know if you can do that for groups, but on fan pages you can. And then with the fan pages, you definitely want to go into all the detail. You know, there's like a section where you can put so much information about you, your business, about why the fan page was started, links, so forth and so on, you know, for anybody who wants to look into that, you know, that part of the fan page. And then, of course, there's the timeline. And then you also, when you set up your fan pages, you can set it up to where you get notifications of people liking your post, sharing your posts, so forth and so on, just like on your personal profile. And then if they ask you a question, they might message you as well. So you want to keep an eye on your fan page to see what kind of interactions you get and stay on top of it so that you can keep them as a fan.
Wow. Okay, thank you so much for that.
Yeah, I'm not really
appreciate that.
good at making good use of the fan pages, but they are pretty good to use. Yeah. Yeah.
I guess I'm breaking it up.
No, I hear you.
Oh, okay. That's good info.
Well, you really gave me a lot to think about there, Renee. I
Yeah.
didn't really know anything about fan pages, but I think it's going to fit in very much with what I'm getting into now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very much so. You can do a lot with them.
Yeah.
Lucinda, you had a sale yesterday, Lucinda?
Well, I guess I had a sale sometime.
Yeah.
Or that have not been
All right.
credited to me. So I'm going to have a very long talk with Clickbank, or two or three, because I know I put in somewhere between 40 and 50 names, and finding out from someone that I know that they did, in fact, opt in, and I'm sitting there and looking at my site and saying I haven't made any sales. Well, I don't know if there are other people on there too, but I wondered why I wasn't hearing from people. And we really have to be able to see clearly what we're putting in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm finding this to be a week of reflecting on a lot of things, and I hadn't been to the St. Lawrence Market, which is my favorite shopping place, for some time. And I was chatting with two ladies, one where I get her fantastic bacon, and we were talking about the ketogenic diet, and this other lady was saying she couldn't find a gluten-free recipe for buns that didn't fall to pieces. And I said, oh, I've got a really, really, really good bun recipe, and it doesn't fall apart. It's just chewy and everything like that. And I'll send you the recipe. And when I got home and I looked, and I thought, it took me quite a while to find it, but I had it hanging up on the fridge. And I realized that there's an awful lot of recipes that I have printed copies of, but they're not in my computer. So that was my lesson is, boy, I've got to really get to work on that.
Yeah,
So,
when you set up your fan page, you know, I'm guessing you're going to want to set up a a diet or recipe fan page, you know, you might want to set up various fan pages, you know, because I know that you have certain, like the tea, whatever you call it, tea cookies or whatever. You know, you have their tea recipes, and then you
All
have
the recipes from the tea room.
yeah, a tea room, and then you have your recipes for certain diet issues and stuff.
People who have a lot of sensitivities to
Yeah.
foods.
So you want to have, you know, like a food sensitivity fan page, and then you want to have another fan page for whatever other type food, and then you can post recipes, photographs, helpful tips whenever you come across them, you know, when you're reading up on stuff. And then you can also do a fan page for the 4% group and or marketing. And from what I learned, which I did not do it in the beginning, so I guess I should set up another fan page or 2 or 3. But Chris Record said that you want to have your fan pages more generalized and not branded, so that more people will be interested in what it is that you have to share. But you
Great point there.
yeah, so and you definitely want to go into like the detailed, there's like a detailed section of about you, about your fan page, about your business or whatever it is. You know, you want to fill in all those comment sections, but you don't have to do them all at one time. You can always go back to it when you're ready to fill in more, because sometimes you might not know exactly what it is that you want to say. So go ahead and leave that blank. Fill in what you can, what you know. Put in your links where it's appropriate, and then save that, and then you can always go back to that section and fill it in when you know exactly what you want to write.
Right. Yeah, I've also been trying to figure out the YouTube live.
I'm lost on it.
If I do the Google Hangout, I should get in there and put my 2 cents worth in and learning it.
It is a little challenge. I have some videos that I picked up that I'm going to look at and see if it makes more sense, because I tried doing like a little test run on the live streaming, and it got my voice but not the video, you know. So I'm like, okay, I have to figure this out, but I'm still not 100% sure that the people along the bottom, you know how we have several people contributing to the conversation, I'm not sure if the YouTube live streaming allows that. So once I figure out how to at least do a basic live streaming, then I'll list the couple of people who said they would be willing to be test subjects. Hopefully next week I'll have this understood. So I was like, okay, I'm trying, I just don't get this. So we'll try it out. Otherwise, I think we might need to look at other methods if that doesn't work out. But we'll test this out first.
Okay,
Renee?
I'll always be glad to work with you on that, or anybody else.
Renee, I want to tell you thank you for looking into that, because I have not looked into it at all with everything that's been going on here. I haven't had a chance to do it, but I know our time span of when it's going to be switched over is like 2 weeks now, I think.
Yeah, the 12th.
So so anyway, I appreciate you looking into that, because I don't have a clue.
I'm lost, so I'm hoping that I'll finally start to make sense to me.
Well, has YouTube put out any videos at all on how to do it?
They have instructions, written instructions and everything. And I try following that, and I don't quite get what I did wrong. But I have some videos that I'm going to be reviewing and see if that makes sense, and then double check that against maybe some YouTube videos and see how to make this flow better. Because it's my understanding that you can do a live stream, a quick live stream or whatever you quick live stream setup, and then there's the I don't know, a more planned live stream thing set up.
There are some up to three hours.
Up to 3 hours?
Yeah, up to 3 hours.
Yeah, so I'm going to try again. I just wasn't ready to try it this week.
Yeah, I'll look into it myself as well
Yeah.
this week.
Because it should be easy, because the Hangouts is easy, but the way they go about it in the YouTube live stream, it just seems more complicated. I don't know. I could be misreading it.
I don't think it's as complicated as it appears. It's just that there's so much information in there, and you know, when you don't know the wording of what certain things mean, well, you get totally lost. But I'm finding by going back in and looking at more, I'm starting to understand it a bit better. I'll keep working on it.
Well, there's, you know, it said that you're supposed to use an encoder software thing.
Yes.
So I have one that's called, I have to look it up. I'm trying to pull up my Launchpad. It's called OBS, and you can download that for free. You can. There's also a Wirecast option, and then I forget what the other ones are. But part of me thinks that maybe we don't necessarily have to use those encoders. You know, if I read the YouTube correctly, but I can't figure out how to get it. So I'll tackle it more this week. And then with all of our minds combined together, we'll get it to work.
Right.
And then you can teach the rest of us, okay?
Yeah. Because it should be simple. So I probably was overcomplicating something or another.
I know what you mean. I think I have one other question. As far as the Techademics is concerned, there's no way I'm going to go in there and put out $12,000 money that I don't have, but I understand that there's going to be an ambassadors program and another one where you can sell it without even necessarily buying it.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. We're waiting on the links to come out. It's supposed to come out today, to where you can start getting involved in that. But I have not seen, I've been checking during our webinar to see if it pops up, because there was a post in the Seven Figure Academy that they were being reviewed today, but I haven't seen an option to get in yet. So I'm sure you'll be hearing all about that really soon. Sometime today.
I'm also, I joined up with another company to do with products to sell, health products. And that's what I've been looking for, is more products. Like, I've found a lot that have helped me a lot, but there's still a lot of problems that I found too difficult to work with at this point in time, but I'll know better in a couple more weeks how it works, but I think it's going to work out really well. And
have you tried magnesium?
Pardon?
Have you tried adding extra magnesium?
Yes, I use lots of magnesium. And I can tell you, if you're past 40, don't take calcium. Take magnesium.
Mm-hmm.
But the calcium, magnesium, we get lots and lots, most of us get lots and lots of calcium in our diet. But we don't get enough magnesium. And magnesium actually helps your body convert to calcium. So this was quite a surprise to me because in the past I was seriously deficient in calcium, right to the point of I was having these terrible pains in my neck and my feet, and I'd be lying down with my feet up in the air with them all swollen, and I found out that I was really severely deficient in calcium. So at that time I was taking 23 pills a day, and if I didn't take that many, I would have Charlie horses in my knees and stuff. So it has been really important, but as you get older, apparently taking calcium is not a good idea.
Well, apparently most people are deficient in magnesium. I went through a whole reading session yesterday about magnesium. So I have bumped up my magnesium intake this last few days, and it's actually lowered my blood pressure already.
Oh, that's wonderful. I wish it would do that for me.
Yeah, I was surprised. So I decided to order this liquid product of magnesium and see how that works, you know, because it's also supposed to help with blood sugar levels and so forth and so on. So I'm excited about you doing the health affiliate thing. I'm definitely curious to see how that goes, because I definitely like that.
Yes. Well, it's a lady I know. She used to date my son, and I've always really liked her and was very disappointed they didn't stay together. But she's happy. She has a wonderful relationship, and she's a real hard worker. And I just can't believe in 1 month she's lost 17 pounds without changing her diet, just taking these extra supplements. And her voice, her whole tone of voice and everything, she's feeling so much better. And her mother is, she's just amazed at what it's doing to her mother. And her husband is one that has, I'm not sure what you call it. It's one of those conditions where you don't want to be around them if they are taking their medication. And he's starting to take some of this and finding that he needs less and less of the other medication. So maybe someday he'll get off of it. Anyway, I have a really good feeling about it. It's pretty easy to operate. As far as I know, I just got the papers today in the mail. Before we started today, I got those papers in the mail. So I'm feeling really good about it. I think it's a good choice. And, of course, I'm sticking with the 4% group.
Well, you know, the nice thing is what we're learning here in the 4% group, we can translate into any business that we are interested in. Again, we can apply the same skills that we're learning here to that business. Including my business, the trucking business.
Sorry, I missed the last 3 words.
Including my trucking business.
Oh. Anyway, I'm hoping other people are. What about you, Mike? You were pretty upset about not being able to join. Where did he go? He disappeared.
Lost connection. There he is again. So does anybody else have anything to contribute?
I know in last week's Mastermind, Jeff was waiting on a decision if they were going to be a fan member. Are they fan members now? Jeff and Catherine?
Catherine, you're muted.
You're muted.
Yeah, I really just figured that out. Sorry. No, he got a call last night. I forgot the guy's name he's been dealing with, and the answer is no on the monster truck. But he asked him, how long do you need to come up with the money? And his answer was, I don't know, how long do I have? And his answer then was, just let me know how long you need, and they have agreed to let you come in as a FAM member if you can get the money, even though the time is over. And they said it comes from the trust. I'd like to talk about it at the time.
Well, I'm okay with the fact that I wouldn't learn as much. I mean, I wouldn't earn as much by going in as an ambassador, but I really don't want to even try to borrow any more money because I've run up a lot of debts just in the last couple of years.
Oh, I
And
know how.
if I can get in there and earn the money, do it fine.
Yeah, and you will be. You know, we all have our own stories to write.
I do wonder about the ClickFunnels. Do we really have to go with ClickFunnels? There's something inside me just feels it isn't good for me. So there must be. Is there another alternative?
You don't necessarily have to go ClickFunnels, but you will not have access to the codes, so you'll have to put your funnels together yourself.
Or you have to what?
Or you would have to put together the funnels yourself, or just use the link in the 4% back office.
Okay, the stuff that Dick does?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not saying I won't feel okay with it later, but right now there's something in me that does not feel good. I'm not saying it's bad for anybody else. It doesn't feel right for me at this point in time.
Well, you can still get an affiliate link, as I understand, even if you do not own ClickFunnels. So you want to make sure to get your affiliate link and put it in the back office where you're supposed to put it.
Thanks.
Lead pages, you have to have lead pages in order to be an affiliate, but ClickFunnels, you don't have to. That's what I heard.
Oh, you can sell it then? You can promote it without owning
ClickFunnels, yes.
Yes,
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
yes, you can.
That's why you get your affiliate link.
Okay, because I'm not giving up on any of this, even after I learned that my sales went awry, sales went awry. I'm not really upset. I'm just, Sharon's an inspiration on this. You know, she's so determined. She just goes for it, and she gets those people, and she gets the right information, and I'm just feeling fine with that. I'm just feeling okay. It's I'm not giving up. Yes, I have these health problems that slow me down, but I'm going to do it at just at a slower rate.
Yeah.
And then when I get more money in and I'm feeling better, then I'll have even more energy to put in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had 12 sign-ups for the 4%, but I just learned 2 of them. So it's just a matter of continuously bringing in new people and helping them if they communicate with you. None of mine have communicated with me, so I have no idea who signed up under me. But
I don't think people know. They're supposed to. Somebody's echoing. Can everybody mute? I don't think they know, because we don't know who signed up under us unless you personally, talk to them. And just from looking at the chat roles in 4%, people are saying, how do you find out who your sponsor is? Because people are having issues, and then they're getting replies saying, well, contact your sponsor, and they go, well, how do I know? And that's something that Vic is supposed to be working on.
yes,
He said several weeks ago that they were going to have that in place, and they still don't. Sorry about that. And they still don't have it in place. So that really is a major thing, because if we then know who signed up under us, we can have direct contact and then possibly keep them from, you know,
Yeah.
jumping out, because again, people dump out because they're so overwhelmed and they don't know how to do it. And
Right.
if they know that there's somebody there to help them, then, you know, that's a whole different ballgame. So I think it's really an urgent thing, and maybe if we all wrote to support and said, when is this going to happen? Because we're getting people dropping off our list because, you know, these are new people, they don't know how to do it. Maybe that would light a fire under them.
Well, I know Vic has access to the names already. Maybe it's a programming issue to be able to have the access, for us to have access to the names and emails. That's
but
my guess.
if they, you know, if they're dropping out of our list, that means that it's not working for Vic either. So, you know, it's not only affecting our commissions, but in the long run, it's affecting his
Yeah.
as well.
Mhm.
So,
Well, I think part of the reason why I'm going to just take a wild guess, you know, based on comments that there were in the 4% group and so forth, is that people don't want to pay the $49 a month while waiting for it to fully launch. That's just a guess. It's an educated guess, but some people are just not patient. I know I am.
I've seen a lot of people complaining about that.
Yeah, I have.
And they do have a point.
Well, yes and no. They're still getting a lot of value with the webinar hangouts.
But those
So,
of us who have been here for quite a while understand that, but not these new people.
yeah, you know, because I get frustrated when it takes so long to get, you know, what he said was going to happen. And I used to get very frustrated. And then I learned from other sources, you know, it's kind of typical with internet marketing. When you're setting up a new program or a new funnel, sometimes you run into trouble. So now I'm much more patient and understanding of it. But that doesn't mean that I get frustrated, you know, that I don't get frustrated and I'm like, I want this to happen now. But it's still possible for us to earn. Because I have I've received my second deposit into my account from ClickBank, and then I have one ClickFunnels sale, and then I have a couple of Get Response sales, and then I have a magic sale. So it does work, but we have to have it hard.
one of the things that I do is the attitude that I've taken on when we have these delays from when Vic says, you know, we're going to have something. I just look at it as an opportunity to continue doing what I need to do on my end, like, you know, building out my landing pages, building out my content site, working on articles, content, value, setting up my fan pages, because obviously we need what Vic is promising and we will get it, but in the meantime, instead of, you know, putting energy into why don't we have it, if you put energy into the list that you have to do, that's really using your time and energy in a lot more beneficial way. So that's, you know, I've actually been grateful for some of the delays, because it's like, okay, I'm already bombarded with all this stuff and I have this huge list of things I want to accomplish. And so the delay is giving me a chance to get that done. So that's how I look at it.
True. Yeah, that's what I keep telling myself to do. So, but not everybody has that mindset. That makes sense.
Well, you guys, this is Lee. I'm going to have to sign off, but I just wanted to thank everybody. I had a very insightful moment in time, and we're all going on this path together, and it's going to take a while. Like I was, relating to the fact that sometimes you think, why isn't it now, and when is this or that going to be, manifest or whatever. But if we take a breath, we're just getting started, and it's just like being in college. You don't graduate until after you've gone through the curriculum. So we gotta just pace ourselves and understand we're pioneers, and this is basically just pre-launch. We're kind of anticipating this thing to be going, but it's once I think all the puzzle pieces are in place, we'll understand better why it took this long, and it'll be more beneficial for it to be completed than incomplete. And then when we go to share with people, they'll be just as blown away as we are right now. But the advantage is on our side, because it may cost more per month to be a member of 4% very soon, as well as people that are just coming on board. They'll be able to pick it up and go right away rather than pick it up and wait. So I'm looking forward, and I try not to even dwell on. That's kind of interesting here in Minnesota. I don't know if it's echoes on the west side, but it's just interesting that right now some people are impatient when I know $49 isn't very, it's not like it doesn't matter. It's not a significant amount of money for some, but trust me when I say I'm on a very stringent budget, but I invest probably 85% of what I have to, as far as loose spending money back into my business, and I don't even look at it anymore like a cost. It's an investment, and this is going to have such a high return on that investment that I'd be crazy not to put it back into, every minute, whether it's just time, energy, or resources or money, back into what we have here. I think that's all I can leave those who may be kind of like considering, not doing something, even with the click funnels. I mean, it's $100 a month or whatever, but we have the opportunity to, every time you get a sale, that amount will be diminishing until it's zero, and then you'll be in the black again. So it's all for a reason. So we need these tools. We need to be, like Vic said, a customer of our own product, so that we have an authority to share with people and tell them that to get it, and then you can look them in the eye and say, yes, you have it as well. So it's not like you're just trying to make money off somebody. So anyway, that's my two Lincolns on that, and I love every one of you guys. I appreciate you guys' energy, and thank you for motivating and encouraging me. And I'm glad to be a part of this 4% community, as well as this group. And it's pretty cool. I think we're going to be a year from now. Just I just imagine us just laughing all the way to the bank. So
That's it, Lee. Lee, before you go, I wanted to share one thing about the funnels that Vic is sending to us, the shared funnels.
okay.
We can still personalize them. I hear an echo, my echo, but I will continue to speak. So, we can customize and personalize those funnels. For example, the funnel that we receive that has the pop-up registration where people opt in on a pop-up, the landing page is blue. You can personalize it by making those colors red, white, and black. So that way, there's an ad sent, it's called, from your landing page to the sales page. The sales page is black, white, and red. If you have your customized shared funnel that Vic sends us, and you use that palette on the landing page, it's more congruent to what people are going to see on the sales page. So think about that, because right now, nobody is really doing that. I bet you everybody's got blue landing pages except for me and Sharon.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Okay, so where the blue is, maybe you make it black, you make it white. Instead of the call to action button orange, you make it red. And there's something called a color picker that you can, I'll share that on Resolve and Succeed. You can go to any website, you can put that little color picker on there, and it'll pick up the code of any color. So what I did was I went to the sales page and I copied the exact colors of white, red, and black. I used those exact same colors on the shared funnel that Vic sent to us. So I'll share that tool with everybody on Resolve and Succeed. And what I do is I have a spreadsheet with all the different color codes for all the different, when it was High Traffic Academy, they used a blue. And right, if we're using Techademics, maybe it's orange and blue. Right, so that we want everything congruent with what people are going to see next. And that's one way where you can stand out and you can have your landing page congruent with what people are going to see when they opt in.
Yeah, awesome, man. That's cool. That's a great idea.
Yeah, bro. Make it a great day. Always great having you here and seeing you on those chats, too.
Yeah, for sure, man. Now, you sure you don't want any more napkins or any more cups?
Come back and ask me in 30 seconds.
All right, man. All right, man. I love you, brother. Peace.
I love you too. All right.
Lee, before you go, just
Yes.
to let you know, you can only use that color picker on Chrome. It will not work on Firefox or Internet Explorer. It's only
Okay.
Chrome.
Yeah, good deal. Thanks, Sharon. Yeah, I just wrote that down.
Okay.
Thanks, Sharon.
You're welcome.
All right. Take care, you guys. We'll see you next week. Or on the, oh, actually on the webinars.
Thanks for joining us.
All right, bro. Be well.
Okay, Renee, you can unmute yourself. I can't unmute you. There you go. Yeah, it just got rid of the echo. If everybody, when it starts echoing, if everybody mutes, then it'll stop it.
Yeah. I don't have anything else to contribute right now that I can think of. Does anybody else have any last-minute words?
Another great hangout. Thank you for masterfully facilitating again, Renee.
Oh, well, thank you. This was a joint venture with Miss Sharon.
Thank you, Sharon.
Work.
I don't know, the last couple of weeks it's been really crazy with the technical stuff. It's like, you know, I tried to get on today and I had no internet connection at all. So I was late getting on, and then I found out nobody else could get on except me and Catherine, and not together. So
Yeah.
the fourth try, it worked.
And it's so funny because I got on with my iPad with no trouble. So I'm like, how are they getting this 403 error? I just wasn't getting it.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, okay, well, I remembered I do have the controls.
Yeah.
I got this started. So if nobody else has anything, we'll go ahead and conclude this today. And Garen, if you can stay on after everybody's gone, that would be great.
Sharon, I'll call you back in about 5 minutes, okay?
Okay.
We'll hang up and then I'll call you back.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank
Make
you.
it a great week.
Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoy your weekend and everything. And thank you so much, Garen, man. You are, bro, I'm going to tell you, man, you are.
Awesome. The word's awesome.
That was
Well,
great
you wait.
information.
Thank you.
Well, I appreciate that, and I hear it, and I'm taking it in, and I want to say to all of you, you're all awesome. I appreciate all of your contributions. I got something from all of you, like always, and I'm so grateful that I know you, and we're going together on the same path here.
Yep. It's
Yeah, I
wonderful.
can never say it enough, but I love and appreciate everyone's contribution because we're all so unique and special in our own way, and we have something wonderful to offer. And what one person's strengths is another's weakness, and we're all learning to raise ourselves up overall. So I think that's a wonderful thing. You know, because like Garen has mastered those video trainings. I still haven't even started yet. I want to start, but I haven't started yet, and so I'm learning from what Garen is sharing on that. You know, and then Catherine, you were great on asking questions that I would not think to ask, and so I learned from that. You know, and then Lucinda has her take and spin on it, and then she's learned things, and I've learned things from her, as well as Mike and Sharon. So it's really a great effect to be able to mastermind like this together. And in Think and Grow Rich, there's a chapter that talks about masterminding and finding, you know, similar-minded people wanting to propel themselves forward, become more successful, learn new skills, whatever it is, you know, to where we are working together. And we've already mastered that chapter.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I know.
We just have all the other sections to work on.
Well, what I'm so thrilled about is that Renee made the decision, and again, it's the decision to start being on Resolve and Succeed on a regular basis. And she has seen what a tremendous difference that has made. And you are one of our strongest members now, and you know you're always contributing and helping to host, which you were very resistant of doing that and learning the process for quite some time. But
I fought it.
Now that you guys know, it's been really great, and that's why I always try to encourage, you know, our members that, you know, don't get a chance to be on here on a regular basis, or, you know, have made the decision that they're too busy doing other things and it's not as important. And I know everybody has a lot of important things to do, but the value that you get out of this group is unreal. And anybody that is lucky enough to be in this group, thank your lucky stars and the universe and everybody, because this really is a very special group of people. And just so you know, I deleted a bunch of people from the group.
Oh, you did?
I did. And we were up to 46 members, and we now have 34, I think, or something like that, because I took out, and I'm getting ready to take some more out as well, because I really want people in this group that are going to be contributing. And like I said, you know, the original members, I went through our original members, and those people are all in and locked in forever, whether or not they're able to come on or not. But it's the new people that were allowed to come into the group that have not been able to participate in any way. They've made that decision not to do that. And so I really feel like, you know, personally, and I've talked to quite a few of you that feel the same way, that if people are not willing to contribute, either coming on to Hangouts, which is the best, but, you know, just posting something or asking questions and participating in some way to show us that you really have an interest in being here, you know, we certainly want you in. We want you in, I mean, tremendously. But for those that have never made any effort, any communication or anything, you know, it just looks like you have no interest in being in the group, and therefore you're being dropped. So that's, you know, that's kind of, in talking to a lot of the different members, that's been the general consensus. So we're just kind of weeding out, and I'm sure there's groups out there for other people that would like to, but this obviously isn't the group they want to be in. So.
Well, the wonderful thing is, the more that we participate in these Hangouts, the more we get out of it. You know, so I've discovered that, you know, before I kind of, you know, it. But I'm so glad that I decided, you know, to be more interactive, and because I've gotten a lot of value out of it. And y'all have given me so much more strength than I ever had before. And confidence. I never had confidence before. So you've really helped me out a lot, and I really appreciate that. And then I thought I'd share one little blurb out of the Think and Grow Rich. This is just like in the introductory or the author preface. And it says, you may, because you know how Vic is always talking about one big idea. That's all you need to make yourself a millionaire. You know, at the same time, you have that one big idea, but you also have to take action on it because nothing's ever going to happen if you don't. And so, with that in mind, there was a sentence that said, "You may find many ideas that may work. You may come up with a lot of ideas, but you'll find the best ones that resonates with you could very well be the best one for you to excel with." So I know that Garen has found his path, and I feel like Sharon is on her way, and then Lucinda has her path as well with the recipes and now the health. You know, and then Catherine has the light bulb go off in her, and then Mike has his path. You know, so we may be, you know, we have a lot of the same interests, but yet we have interests that are different from each other. And the key is to be able to use what interests you the most, gets you the most excited, because that's what you're going to excel at the best.
Awesome, Renee. That was a great way to end it.
I always
Appreciate it. Thank you.
focus on the mindset stuff instead of the technical stuff. That's what I like. I'm going to have to master this.
I agree, Renee. And I thank everybody for what I'm learning on these hangouts. And I love all you guys, man. And thank you so much for everything. And I'll try to make it to as many as I can. I know that my excuse was that I'm driving, I can't be on it. But as you can see, I'm driving and I'm still on it. And I hope you guys understand that sometimes I just can't stop and just wait and do like a 2-hour hangout. But there's no excuse anymore. I'm on it. And I'm trying to get to a point where there's no plan B excuse, there's no escaping my my desire to do what I want to do. And I began to try to find some examples of the man that I want to be in my pursuit of success and helping others. And I have two, actually. I have one example, that's Sharon right there. And she's such a strong person and promotes my success in a way that it really just it makes me a more vigilant entrepreneur. And I have a second one, and that is Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator. And I want to adopt that programming in my mind to focus on one thing and one thing only, and that's to not let anything stand in my way of my mission. And if you notice that the Terminator would really stop at nothing until he was melted down and smeltered, actually. And that's the only thing that would stop the Terminator, what the Terminator was programmed to do. And I think that's a really strong, but also in helping others. After I started making some progress with this business, promoting the way that Vic is teaching us, my plan is still to have my trucking website and to continue with that strategy that can change the lives of all these trucking families that are basically doing what I'm doing. And I'm acutely aware of the fact that there are so many hungry people out there for this information that we're exchanging every week and the things that we're learning, that I'd like to to do that because I know how many lives have changed, and I like to take these, show those people a pattern, a path, and then expose them to what we're learning. So I have a mission, and I'm not gonna stop, y'all. But I'm getting stronger every day, and I'm really working hard toward being stronger than my excuses. So thanks to everybody for all of your support and what you guys are doing is being there every week consistently on this mission. We're all on the same ride, y'all. We're gonna get there together. Okay, I love you guys. And I'm out.
Mike, that was a beautiful message. Thank you.
Quite welcome. I hope you enjoy your weekend.
All right, everybody. I'm out too. Make it a great day, great weekend, great week. Talk soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
I just want to remind everybody that if you think about it, reach out to some of our other members, say hi, and how are you doing, and just give a little support to the other members that aren't able to be on here.
Okay, cool, Sharon. Thank you. Talk soon.
Okay. Okay, I'm stopping the broadcast. Renee, do you want to say something?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, we'll see you guys next week.
All right.
Thanks so
Bye.
much. Bye.